Pulp Film Lab. We are here in studio with Adrian Wallen and Chris Roybal. I will clap for Chris Roybal.
Clap for you guys.
Thanks for coming on.
Hey, thank you for having me. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Chris.
Sure. Well, I currently live here in Albuquerque. I was born and raised in northern New Mexico, and went to film school at University of Southern Cal, and then moved back. So usually you'll find me making some sort of film project between like here and Espanola, Taos area, and that's the short version of my life. Currently, I own a production company called Incredible Films that I do my features and shorts with. And I also teach through various programs here in northern New Mexico and do some freelance directing and that sort of thing. So my life is very encompassed with filmmaking, all sorts of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was a really well-rounded answer.
Yeah. sounded prepared. Sounded
I
scripted.
know. I wish I could sum up my activities in such an eloquent way. So what have you most recently been working on, Chris?
I have, well, a couple things. I'm in production on my newest feature film, a documentary called Siempre Flamenco, which is about the National Institute of Flamenco and kind of what goes on a day-to-day basis there. I made a film about them 5 years ago called The Spanish Room, and that was my first sort of investigation into flamenco and everything. And so this is sort of revisiting and seeing what's changed and what stayed the same, and just now that I'm a better filmmaker, hopefully doing more justice to the beautiful art form. And so we're in production on that, and it'll premiere next June at AFMI, the Albuquerque Film and Music Experience, and the Festival Flamenco Internacional that takes place here in Albuquerque too. So have a little bit of time, pressure's not completely on, but we're busy doing that. So that's my main project, and then just some other shorts with my students and that sort of thing. And the last thing that I did that was released was a film called Troublemakers, which was for the 48-hour film project here in Albuquerque that I did with 3 of my mid-school summer students, which is really cool to work with them because we always do fun comedies every year for the 48. And, you know, they get a kick out of it, and the audience gets a kick out of it because, you know, who doesn't like middle schoolers like doing really silly, dumb stuff? And Troublemakers like took the cake on that. It was really cool and stuff. So
yeah, I remember me and Chris Walsh from Blackout, we a few years ago taught a kids film camp at the Box. And it was I thought the stuff that the kids came up with was way funnier than like what I see grown-ups come up with half the time, because they're not filtering as much. They're just sort of, I think like 13-year-olds probably make the best movies.
yeah.
But yeah.
Because it's such from their gut, and like they're still innocent enough to like play a fool, and they're not too cool to like not go there. So it's refreshing. Yeah. When we like try to overthink it a lot, I feel like, you know, what's gonna get a laugh, and they're just like, I want to do this. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Usually with a 48-hour film festival, you're given certain themes or ideas that you have to incorporate. What did you have this time around that you had to work into the picture?
This year, the 3 pieces of information, the character had to be a like slick salesperson of some sort.
Michael or Michaela Jonas.
Jonas, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm never good with the names. I'm like, okay, I know the character. The prop had to be red nail polish.
Okay.
And the line of dialogue, which is really weird for the kids to understand, was "I bet you dollars for donuts," which is really old school like type. I mean, it's probably in some of these movies that you show here.
We had a hard time understanding. We were like, all right, how are we gonna throw this in?
Yeah, exactly. So those are, and then my group, we drew thriller suspense as our genre. So we did a little play off of like Breaking Bad and the movie Seven. And that was exactly. We have that exact sort of thing, but a little different because our box is a barrel, a huge blue barrel. So.
What's the name of your film?
It was Troublemakers.
Troublemakers.
Yeah.
Cool. So I believe we do have a clip of Troublemakers. Can we roll that beautiful bean footage? Troublemakers.
I don't know, fellas. I bet you dollars to donuts that this is still by far the worst thing we have ever done.
We're getting married tomorrow. We need to celebrate.
Not so fast. I know how wild you little troublemakers can get. And if anything happens to this guy, I'll kill you. Have fun.
She sure is a keeper. So guys, what's up?
this is by far the worst thing we have ever done.
You know, we're not going to be able to get away with this forever. And it makes me wonder.
What?
Maybe it would be easier if we owned up for what we've done so that we can start anew.
You think we can?
I don't see why not. Sure, we've done a lot of highly questionable and borderline illegal stuff in our day. But doesn't everyone deserve forgiveness? Doesn't everyone deserve to wipe the slate clean? Doesn't everyone deserve a second chance?
I'd like to believe that we do, but she said that she'd kill us.
Well, you know what they say. YOLO. So let's YOLO the heck out of this life by making things right.
Hey! So are we doing this thing or what?
We know we can't change the past, but we vow to be better in the future.
What's in the barrel?
We're all humans after all, and we all make mistakes.
What's in the barrel?
But with your forgiveness and support, we know that we can still make something special of our lives.
What's in the barrel?
Sorry.
Those little troublemakers. Is he like decomposing in acid in there?
You gotta watch the end of the movie. Can't give away the surprise right there.
All right.
Yeah, it was good.
Where
yeah.
can we find the end of that movie?
You can check it out on my website, which is weareincredible.com, or on
At the
Vimeo.
bottom of your screen.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's just, again, it was fun working with the kids. The three little troublemakers, those are my students, and so I let them kind of come up with the idea, and then I write and direct and shoot and edit to make sure we actually get it done in the 48 hours. But it's just like a big party, and they like, hanging out and eating pizza and that stuff, so. Yeah.
I knew there was going to be some serious trouble caused when I saw that you had a little red-headed kid in there. I don't know what it is about red-headed children, but you know they can mess some stuff up.
That's some racial redhead slurs right there.
I'm sorry for the gingerism. I apologize. I apologize to gingers everywhere.
They're spicy. Well, on that note, let's get back to Royal Wedding, which has nothing to do with troublemakers.
Which film was shot in both New Mexico and Louisiana in 2012? Iron Man 3, Catching Fire, The Host, or